Yeah, I grew up in Yonkers, New York. I grew up with my mom, my dad. I had 4 sisters. I was the only boy in the house at the time, so that was kind of tough because I couldn't play how I wanted to play because they was girls, but they was beating me up most of the time. So I'm like, so they're gonna beat up on me like this, Dad? Like, he was like, hey, this is what it is. You just gotta deal with it. I remember one day it was a Monday, watching Monday Night Football with my dad, and I was like, hey, I wanna do this. So he signed me up for flag football. I played flag for 1 year when I was 5, and I was only 5-year-old playing with 10, 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds, and I was playing running back. I was dominating. So I got tired of that. I got bored of that. Told my dad, I don't want to do that no more. I want to go play tackle football with the pads and stuff. And he was like, I was waiting for you to ask. So he took me over to East Chester, which is one of the best programs that I played at growing up. 7 years old, playing with 10, 11-year-olds again, and that was kind of tough because they was already on the team and they already had that bond with each other. And me coming in, they accepted me, and I was pretty much a 10-year, 11-year-old at 7. So I matured quick and got with those guys, and to this day, those guys that I played with then are like my close friends now. So. We'll get through it, we'll make it work, 'cause I've been around. When I first started watching football, I say Daniel Thomason was my favorite player. I had an action figure of him. I remember my mom got me for Christmas, and since then he was my favorite player. I always wanted to be like him. That's why I played running back. I tried to run the ball like him and do things like him. But then once I got to high school and at that time, Cam Newton was my favorite player. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to play quarterback. War number 2, did the whole Superman thing for a while. Then I got switched to defense, and that was a whole different game for me because I was always an offensive guy. Played defense here and there, but everybody thought I was going to go to college to play receiver or running back or quarterback or one of those things. And I actually learned how to play DB ball watching Vernon Hargreaves and Jalen Ramsey. So those 2 guys, if I didn't watch how they played, my game would be not the same. So I give props to those guys, and that's why I looked up to and tried to model my game after. I was sleeping on the floor. All you dream about the 4G, I don't feed, now they down below. A nigga got so much money. So going forward, my junior year in high school, that was supposed to be my big year. Everybody was saying, oh, this is the year that you break out your shell. And first game, I scored a touchdown. Second game, I had 5 touchdowns. And then right after that game, I got an offer from Syracuse. So after my second game in my junior year, I got an offer from Syracuse, and that was my first Power 5 offer. And third game, sadly, I tore my ACL. So my recruitment, I thought was going to slow down, and that was like a bad time for me because, like I said, everybody told me, yeah, this is your year, this is your time. It was just a tough time for me, and like I said, I thought my recruitment was gonna slow down, but it didn't. So I was really sitting in my bed getting offers like every day. So this school called me on a Monday, get an offer. Friday I get an offer, and I was like, hey, I'm getting offers. I'm not even playing right now. So I wonder what it's gonna be like when I come back from my senior year. All you dream about the 4G, I don't feed, now they down below. A nigga got so much money on me. Syracuse stuck with me through the whole ride, but I actually committed to Rutgers first. So Rutgers was the first school I committed to. Just didn't fit in with me. Decided to decommit from Rutgers, and I talked to Coach MONROE, and he told me, we've been there for you. And I was like, yeah, you guys have been there for me since day 1, so I might as well just commit to Syracuse.
I'll never forget, I was actually down on a plane in New Orleans, and all of a sudden my phone started going off. Trill Williams commits to Rutgers. Whew, I was livid. I was absolutely livid. In fact, and you can ask him this, true story, I went and changed my flight, got off the plane, and I flew right to New York City. And the next day, I was in New York City because we were not going to let Trill get out of the state of New York. Ain't nobody see bird vision, dog. Got it all on our own. Remember them nights I was driving all night long. That my mom really, helped me make my decision because, I want her to come see me play. Yeah. So she works a lot, and it'll help, being close to home so she can, come to my games and then be able to go back to work and
and so that helped my decision. They got the best communication program as well, and that's something, after football, that's something I want to get into. So, that just made my decision a lot easier.
Yeah. And you know me, I'ma just charge it to the game.
So when I first came to campus, I was a senior. I took my official, and a lot of the fans knew who I was before I even before I got here. So they was, oh, that's true. So I was like, oh yeah, I feel the love already before I even got here. So they embraced me since I was in high school and until I decided to leave. And the Syracuse fans are diehard, so they're gonna tell you how they feel, and I love that about them.
Drive up on your block through the drive-by and just smash out. Whip it up in the kitchen, no potatoes, got mashed out. Man, you see, I don't care about love. I
feel like every defensive player wants to get a turnover, wants to get a pick, because those are key moments in the game, and those are big time moments in the game. And I feel like if you go in the game and like, oh, I want to get a pick, it won't come to you. Ray, Iffy, myself, when we go out there, it's mostly we just want to have fun.
I try my best just to hug her with my fingers crossed, because I know deep down inside I am really doing wrong.
So we don't, big play hunt. We let the players come to us, and we just always, find a way around the ball. So besides ourselves, you got young guys like Michael. He's finding his way to the ball. He's just out there having fun. I feel like 2018, set it off for me because, I came in and there was a lot of guys in front of me, and coming into the fall camp was, like I said, I was trying to separate myself game-wise so I can get on the field no matter, whose spot I got to take in. And I came in and, they gave me reps, and, I took advantage of every rep I took. When we ended that camp, I had 10 picks. You can Google that, or ask any coach. I had 10 picks my freshman year in that fall camp, and, that really right there is what got me on the field. So, if you're a young guy and you want to get on the field as a freshman, practice is where you got to show that. They look at practice and take practice very seriously, and that was a big step right there. So practicing hard every day and getting the reps to show the coaches that I know what I'm doing when I'm out here. So you don't gotta panic when I'm out here. So they put their trust in me and they let me get on the field. The first game against Western Michigan, and I got in there and I was nervous. And I was like, man, I'm on TV. I got all these fans around me. I hope I don't get burnt on TV. So that that was running through my head a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's just football, and football has been football since I was 5, and it's just going out there and being a baller. So that was my mentality going in there, and that year just took off, and it made me who I am right now. So getting that confidence and getting my feet on the ground early, that's what made me what I am right now. I say, they helped me get prepared early, like being a freshman and dealing with the media and being able to balance your classwork with the social life.
I got the best cleats in college football. That's all I gotta say.
Coach Babers too. He talks to us about how to talk to the media, and I take what he said before. I don't want to say what he told us, but yeah, the conversations that we had about dealing with the media, I use to this day right now. So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't, I'd be shy and, not be talkative and say, the same things over and over and over again, which a lot of people do. And I'm just grateful for that. This process reminds me of getting recruited, back in high school again with colleges. But the only thing is you can't pick your team now. So it's like a waiting game, like, oh, where I'm gonna fall. And, at that point, I just put in God's hands, and whatever he has in store for me, I'm gonna follow the path, and I'm just excited, man. Like, this has always been a dream of mine, going back to when I was 5 years old, and I told my dad, this is what I want to do. And when I was in 2nd grade, they had those papers, and it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would always put either an NBA player or a football player, NFL player. And then, some guys laughed at it, like, no, for real, like, what do you want to do? And I was like, I'm gonna do this. So being able to have that mindset when I was in 2nd grade going forward till now is, I've always been on a mission. So always being hungry and being on that mission, you could achieve anything. I'm gonna be down there in Atlanta. That's where I'm training at right now, and I'm gonna have my family over. I don't know the rules that they're gonna have for how many people could be there and COVID rules and stuff like that. But once I find that out, of course I would love to have my close friends there that I grew up with, and you know, some more family. But yeah, I'm just gonna be chilling.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say to anybody?
I love you, Mom. That's all I want to say. All right.
Good? Cool.
Cool.
All right.